Chapter 8. When is an evil deed justified? You can do an evil deed and, if you like, call it justified, but you automatically earn full punishment anyway. There is no such thing as a just evil deed. Every evil deed is unjust. You have absolute free will. The Source gave all creatures an absolute free will. You may therefore exercise your own whenever and however you please. In the process, you may do an evil deed if you choose. You must, in every case, face the consequences. You will unavoidably receive full punishment for every evil deed you do. As you now know, the law of personal responsibility, also known as the first great natural law, is the natural law that governs your absolute free will. Perhaps you no longer remember that the message says, from the automatic operation of all natural laws, no one is exempt. No one can escape. But it says so. Evaluating your own deeds. The message of the Morning Star also cautions, in evaluating your own deeds, you may be tempted to be overly lenient to yourself, but be careful. Do not deceive yourself by claiming that you do only good deeds, or else that your evil deeds are justified. Evil deeds are never justified or necessary. You may, for example, be a government official and find yourself doing an evil deed in the course of your employment. You may then claim, it's my job, or I'm just obeying orders. But you deceive yourself. Abusive employment. Understand clearly that any employment that requires you to do evil deeds is what the message calls abusive employment. Know also that you are not surgically grafted to that job. In other words, you do not have to stay in any abusive employment. Nobody does. Let the person who devised the abusive employment do the evil deeds himself or herself, if he or she must have them done. Every abusive employer deserves the negative reward points and the punishment points all by himself or herself. So be wise. Resign if it is abusive. Know that it is always a good deed to resign from an abusive employment simply because it is abusive. If you do, your earned reward points will enable you to find another wholesome employment regardless of the state of the economy in your country. Recognize that no matter who your employer may be or what your employment is, if you do any evil deed at work, the inescapable negative reward points and punishment points will go directly into your own personal reward account. Lame excuses such as "I need the job" count for nothing. Someone has to do it. The excuse that it is my job or that someone has to do it does not stand up either. Such excuses are another way of claiming that the evil deed is justified. Not so. Regarding such claims, the message says, when you make such claims, you know you are not being completely honest with yourself. Evil deeds are never justified. You may even think that you are so intelligent that no one will notice your evil deeds or recognize the evil intent behind what you do. The fact is, you cannot deceive the Creator and your ancestors. They are always watching. So why even try? Enrich your life instead by doing good deeds for which the first great natural law already guarantees your reward points. To that, there is nothing more to add. End of chapter 8. Book Summary. 1. You have a reward account in the Universal Reward Accounting System. 2. Your book of anger damages your inner self. A damaged inner self results in a ruined life marked by stress, unhappiness, loneliness, frustration, and misery. 3. Dismantling and discarding your book of anger will heal your damaged inner self and enable you to restore your ruined life. This handbook teaches how. 4. Do at least 8 good deeds every day. The many reward points you earn through those good deeds will cause dramatic improvements in the results you are obtaining from life. This manual teaches how and why. 5. The message says that the most important good deed you can do is to dismantle and discard your book of anger. This handbook teaches how.